What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, that breakout that I was talking about happening yesterday, one way or the other, happened today. Okay guys, it broke to the upside to around 9,600 all the way at the top. Okay guys, and we were rejected by that $9,600 level. Does that mean that we're bullish or bearish? Well, we've got a lot of momentum going. I think that's one thing we've got going for us, and there's a couple contributing factors that are pushing towards a bullish behavior, but I also wanted to talk about the bearish outlook as well, guys. But let's jump right into the price action. If that sounds good to you, be sure to subscribe. I'm going to dive right into it. Okay guys, so I'm going to start with Bitcoin, and as you can see, we broke out of this descending triangle off of the channel through the red box support and touched all the way up to this $9,600 resistance right here. Okay guys, check that out. So we're definitely having a little bit of a bull run right here. We had two back-to-back breakouts, one on the 21st and one on the 23rd, basically over the night. Well, 22nd actually, but it's still breaking out, guys. It's the 23rd and we're touching up at 600. Yesterday we were touching at 956. The day before 9448. Okay, so we're definitely getting some moves in, putting in some higher highs here for the short term. Now that being said, in the long term, if you zoom out right here, you can see that we are putting in lower highs. Okay, except for this one right here, which was happened on the 9th, and this is the 23rd. So we are putting in a new high. So hopefully that's a sign that we're getting a little bit of a trend reversal here, and this sideways downward motion is hopefully ending now, thank goodness. So that's what I'm hoping for here. And if you can see, I'm going to zoom out even further here. The trend line since March, it changed right here. We kind of changed an angle a little bit, so not as bullish as we were from March into May, okay, but June moving sideways here. It almost feels like a little bit of a reaccumulation phase right now. And guys, remember, we left the reaccumulation phase and are potentially in a bull market. So remember, when you're selling your coin, when you get your gains and you're thinking to yourself, is it worth it to sell the coin for $500-600, okay, when there could potentially be a bull market right around the corner? Now, I'll be very transparent here, guys. I have it pinned to be around 18 months post-halving to about 2 years post-halving. So it could either happen at the end of 2021 or 2022. So I'm not too worried about Fastcoin at the moment, okay? Like, I'm okay flipping it, but in general, you want to be cautious of how much you are selling in case there is a big spike up and, for instance, it happens a lot sooner. Okay, guys, that's what you want to be mindful of. You don't want to be missing your opportunity for more money, basically. Okay? So what needs to happen for it to continuously push up here and say, touch this resistance line that we put in all the way back? Let's zoom out again quick and go to the daily chart. So this is from last year, last July, at the highs of 14,000. We put in this widening, descending channel here, but those usually have a potential of breaking to the upside, okay, guys? So what I think can really happen here is we could push out of this channel eventually and to the upside. I don't think we're going to shoot all the way down here. It's not looking probable. That being said, if that does happen, I'll be accumulating more coin as it drops lower and lower, okay? I'm always very happy to accumulate. I'm not afraid of, say, a Bitcoin dropping and staying low, like below 3,000 or something. I'm not worried about that. I don't think that's going to happen again. That being said, we do get these big 80% dumps, but with how the market is looking and how the charts are reading, we're still steadily moving up. So since March, we have to kind of put that into perspective, that the chance of a breakdown is just getting slimmer and slimmer. Okay, let's zoom in here and go back to the hourly chart. So as you guys can see here, we did have another bullish engulfing right here and then a massive shoot up. So that was a good indication that it was coming. And again, all we have to do is kind of break through this $9,600 resistance, and that would be very good. So say like we close today above 9,500 even. That would be a very good sign. What we don't want to see is a breakdown below 9,500 and back into the fours, because that would just mean that this was just another spike up and we're still kind of going sideways and down, okay? But as long as we stay above 9,194, I'm still bullish, okay, guys? If we drop below that, then I'm back into short-term bearish territory. So keep that in mind, guys. And I want to talk a little bit about ZEC. Check it out, guys. ZEC is pushing above the green box and sitting above it for the first several candles in, geez, I don't know, what seems like a very long time. Definitely since, looks like February of this year. Okay, guys, so that was the highest it was, all the way at $74. Okay, the last time it was there was in the middle of February to March. Okay, so definitely Zcash having a good run up. As I was saying, it's looking very positive. And remember, we have a lot of room to the upside with Zcash. Prices hit $200, you know, just a couple years ago. Okay, guys, so Zcash has a lot of room to the upside. I think it really did hit the bottom at $18. I don't think we're going to see that again. Even if there was a massive Bitcoin dump, I don't think we're going to get back down to those prices. For instance, even if we had another big crash, like a fear sell-off, like the COVID thing was happening again, I think that it wouldn't go as low as it did last time, knowing how quickly it recovered last time, okay? So I think the people's hands in the crypto world are going to be a little bit stronger this time around, and hopefully we'll be moving to the upside all around, and we could be attributing to the buying pressure and not the selling pressure, okay, guys? Wanted to talk a little bit about ETN. Okay, I'm going to go to the hourly chart here. So I've put what was a bull flag, or looked like a bull flag originally, has now turned into a descending wedge. Okay, guys. So I drew this out today. It looks like we're going to actually get a break to the upside pretty soon. That would be really good. As long as we bounce off this support level right here. The last time we were there was on the 19th. Okay, guys, so there's a good chance we're going to get a good bounce off this, as we've already bounced off it once. But if we get too much downward momentum, say like this EMA 20 doesn't touch back towards the EMA 55, we could be in trouble here and potentially going back down to touch this support at 0.0056. Now, what's that mean for the health of the price action? Okay, I think that the price action is still very healthy. I still think that we're moving upward here. Since that long down trot, okay, if you zoom out a little, we're not touching 0.0050. We're not even touching 0.0054, okay? We're still not even touching 0.0057. So guys, I still think we're in a good place. We're moving up. We put in this new channel right here and this new descending wedge, and I think we can get a break to the upside soon. It's just a matter of time. As you can see, the EMA 20 is also punching back towards the EMA 55 at this current moment. So hopefully we don't get another break down here and touch this support. So hopefully we get something like this. Actually, let me move this to the right a little bit. So hopefully we get something like this. Okay? Slightly bouncing off that. Or say like we don't get something just like that. We can get something like this. That would be very good as well. What we don't want to see is something like this. Okay? But if that happens, it's still okay. It's just that's how you analyze the price action. You want to be supported by the supports and not just break through them like they're not even there. Okay, guys? So keep that in mind. There's a higher percentage chance of this breaking to the upside. And I think that that's what's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. ETN project is really rolling strong. And with the halving, there's less ETN out there now for people to just have, okay? And the rewards are down. So basically, the coin is more valuable, even if the price action isn't there yet. We had the double halving, essentially. So coin prices has been cut significantly. And I think now is the time, especially since we're in phase 2, was the time to be buying. But even now is the time to be buying Electroneum and accumulating as much as possible. Because when a real bull market hits and we get actual percentage gains, you know, that are like, for instance, even like the one from 0.018 all the way up to a cent, that's huge, guys. Okay, but I think something even bigger can happen over the next couple years, and I'm going to be involved for that for sure. I'm not selling off my Electroneum. It's very hard to get me to sell my Electroneum. I'm a very firm believer, and I plan to be around in the much later phases of Electroneum, and I'm not worried about right now. I believe in the later phases. And I think you guys should too. I think Electroneum is really going to surprise us all. There's so much potential with this project. I've watched Richard Ells speak so many times, and he seems like just a very genuine dude. And he knows his stuff. He's really working his program very well. And I think that's all you can ask for in a project. So I think in time, we're really going to see some good standard from Electroneum, and not just in the project that we've already been seeing, but in the price action as well. And to be honest, guys, I'm very happy with the price action. A rise from 0.018, okay, or excuse me, 0.0018. Sorry about that, guys. I was thinking that wrong. I wasn't looking at it. I was just kind of going off memory. It's 0.0018, all the way up to a cent. Okay, guys. So you got to keep in mind that we've already had some big gains, but that's just a small hill in this altcoin. Okay, guys. I think that we can get some real potential here and see several cents in the future, and that's just the beginning. Okay, guys. If this coin really blows up like some of the other coins, like XRP did, for instance, shot all the way up to $3. If I ever saw a $3 Electroneum price, I would be, honest to God, guys, I'm just a multi-millionaire. So it would be amazing for that to happen. And like I said, I'm going to be holding my bags until coins are up towards those dollar prices. That's where I believe the profit will really come in, and that's where I believe the project can go, with a lot of good buying pressure and a lot of good project accomplishments. Okay, guys, and I think that Electroneum project is definitely doing all of those things. So it's just a matter of time before that kind of stuff is reached. And guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about the news. Some Bitcoin traders are turning cautious right now, and even bearish, as the price of Bitcoin surged 4.6 overnight from 9,160 to 9,584. And this happened within the last 48 hours. Does that mean that we're bullish or bearish, guys? And according to several technical analysis, the market structure of Bitcoin remains slightly bearish. At higher time frames, 9,500 could still technically be a lower high, and that's what I was talking about before, guys. The term lower high is used when a recent peak of BTC is lower than the previous highs. Okay, guys, and there's the channel right there. You can see there's just like a line. We're putting in lower highs here. Okay, guys, so that's a real risk. The only one we didn't put in was this hill right here in mid-July. I think this was the 9th. Okay, so hopefully this is a little bit of a reversal, but we are still putting in lower high, lower high, lower high, and still a lower high from this previous hill. Okay, guys, but what's interesting is we are getting a tightening. Okay, so not from the same one, but from right here, higher low, higher low, higher low. So it's really tightening up, and that's why I think we're getting these breakouts of 4% right now. 3 to 4% basically, is because we're getting a lot of tightening movement, and that means that you can break out basically. And if you apply the channels, you apply your supports and resistances, and figure out exactly where the trend is going, you can actually predict where the market is going to move, and that's how we all do our trading, guys. So on June 3rd, June 10th, June 22nd, and July 22nd, BTC at 10,473, 10,180, 9,794, and 9,584 respectively, each peak lower than its previous highs, making it a lower high formation. So there's reasons for a short-term bearish bias right now, and it's because the lower high structure and a declining volume, guys. The volume is very important. If you don't have a lot of volume, you don't get a lot of big moves. So with lower highs coming in and declining volume, that's why it's really tightening and kind of moving downward. But that could be changing today. Today is a big potential day for higher times. All we have to do is close, I think, above the $9,500 level, and I think that's a very good sign for bullish short-term bias. Okay, guys? So crypto trader Zarin Cole said that the bearish market structure at higher time frame remains intact. And he says HTF bearish MS remains intact. One shouldn't use a potential lower high as invalidation for a swing position unless that lower high is confirmed by a lower low. Patiently waiting for the 95XX sweep to compound, looking to sell 9,530, 9,580, clear invalidation above 9,798, break in the MS. Okay, guys? So check this out right here. As you can see, the high, the low, the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, potential lower high, no lower low to confirm. Okay, so guys, this is a big moment right here. It's like, are we going to break up into this box and potentially put in a higher high and change this trend? Or are we going to continuously be moving down and putting in lower highs? And potentially, this could be, if it were to break down, it could be a lower low. So this is a big moment for Bitcoin. And we've got to really analyze to see exactly what happens over the next few days, guys. So the next few days are pivotal for the Bitcoin price. And in short, we want to close above the $9,500 level. Don't want to break down to the $9,400, $300 level. Okay, guys? So Sonnish trader Don Alt said that for the short-term bearish trend to confirm, BTC initially needs to drop below 9,300, and that's what I was just saying. So if BTC needs to stay above 9,500, the popular trader said short-term market bias could weaken, okay? But here's the bullish variable for BTC. Apart from the technicals and market structures, there are more fundamental factors supporting a bullish case for Bitcoin. For instance, the hash rate of BTC remains resilient, leaving the mining ecosystem healthy. Lower selling pressure from miners combined with declining exchange inflow suggests BTC could see an uptrend. Okay? And data from Binance Future showed that the top traders are the remaining majority long. Okay, so there's more people longing than shorting right now. And Raoul Pal, the CEO of Global Marco Investor, said on July 23rd, the other bet is that Bitcoin will likely beat gold too. The Bitcoin gold cross looks powerful, but has yet to break out. So guys, we've been talking about these breakouts over the last few days. We had one yesterday, we had one the day before. Okay, guys, these are just small moves, 2 to 4% moves, guys. That's not very much. That's low volume, okay? When you get high volume in, you can see anywhere from 10 to 20 to 30% moves in Bitcoin, and it's happened religiously over its course of history. So I think that we're in for more movements like that. It's just a matter of time. And I think as the end of the year starts to roll around, we're going to start to see some volume come back into the market. And that's just a fact, guys. It's almost happened pretty religiously as we, towards the end of the year. For instance, last year it started to happen come January and February, and then we had a massive crash market. It was almost like a big trap. But I think, again, like I said, we're not going to get a big fierce sell-off this time. And if we do, I think we would get a very quick bounce back, just like we did with the coronavirus already. So if that happens again, I think we would get another bounce back. Okay, I think Bitcoin has a lot of strength compared to what some people would say about the naysayers, especially, where they put down Bitcoin. And honestly, guys, I think there's just so much potential there, and cryptocurrencies as a whole, and the future is in cryptocurrency. So I think that it behooves you to accumulate as much cryptocurrency as possible, and especially Bitcoin, because Bitcoin leads the pack. And guys, do so. Check out Electroneum if you haven't yet. They are a great project. There's just so much information out there about them. Be sure to look it up yourself. I'm always doing information on it, but guys, as I always say, do your own homework so that you're comfortable in your decisions, so you're not just trusting what somebody is saying. Okay, guys, it's very important to make your own decisions. Otherwise, you end up relying on anything else, and before you know it, you get overloaded with information. So the sooner you can compile your own information to make your own decisions based off of what you know, that's how you make good trades. Okay, guys, it's that simple. And guys, that's all I have time for today. If you haven't subscribed to my page yet, be sure to do so. I am doing a giveaway for one of my first 500 subscribers, and one of you will be the lucky winner, and I'll do that drawing for you guys all live. I know that's getting kind of repetitive here, as I'm still only at 155 subscribers, but I'm letting you guys know that if you're in the first 500, you are in it to win this. Okay, guys? So just being part of this is one thing that you can gain. And guys, if you're not familiar with the Ledger Nanos, they are just a very safe way to keep your cryptocurrency safe and off the exchanges, and it's just a great way to keep your information in crypto safe. So definitely check out Ledger, and one of you will be winning that Ledger Nano S. And I already have plans for that when I get past 500 subscribers, that I'll be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway as well, and I'll probably do the Ledger Nano X then. And I'll have some details for you guys on that as I get closer to that, but that's a ways away, so I've got some time to plan that one out. But guys, that's all I have time for today. Thank you for all your support so much. I'm talking to my Electroneum community, my Bitcoin community. You guys are really making this a lot of fun for me, and I love the engagement I'm getting. I read the comments every day. I see the likes, I see the subscribes. I'm just having a great time, and I thank you guys so much for that. And guys, that's all I have time for today. Thank you for tuning in. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.